Hello friends, welcome to online discussion. In our discussion today we deal with report writing, and in our previous discussions relating to report writings we have seen how different events for newspapers are written, how business report is written, and also in our discussion we have analyzed in detail how the annual report is prepared. And in this class 4, we will deal with the official reporting, how different events in the office get reported. So this is very crucial, this is very important, and our students need to know all that, because in their professional life when they join in different offices, be it corporate sector or be it government sector or private sector, they had to write different reports which are to be presented officially. So in our discussion today, in official reporting, we should know how the official reports are made. Like the business report, as we have discussed earlier, this official reporting is made in 3 paragraphs. The first paragraph is background information, then investigation, and findings. Suppose an incident occurred and things have to be investigated, have to be probed into, and the findings made have to be mentioned in the paragraph. And in the concluding paragraph, suggestions or recommendations. So in this way, the official report is to be made in 3 paragraphs. Let me elaborate it, let me illustrate with an example. Suppose fire broke out in an office. Suppose in the collectorate or in the collector's office in Khordha, fire broke out, and one of the employees got severely injured. 40% or 50% of his body was badly burnt, and he was immediately taken to hospital, and the collector or the district magistrate has asked the deputy collector to probe into the event and prepare a report. The report is to be presented, the report is to be submitted at the earliest, because basing on the report, necessary steps will be taken by the collectorate or by the collector, by the district magistrate, so that the man can be saved from death, or some justice can be made to the man. So this is very important. Suppose this incident occurred in the office, and the officer has asked someone to make an investigation and submit the report. So this is what we call the official reporting. So when the collector has asked the deputy collector will make immediate investigation and will have his findings and will have his suggestions or her suggestions to the collector to be submitted in this report. So first, the date is to be mentioned, 25th July 2020 to the collector and district magistrate to the collector and district magistrate for the district regarding reporting on the fire, reporting on the fire broken out on 24th July. Reporting on the fire broken out on 24th July. And on the victim Sri Devdas. Reporting on the fire broken out on 24th July and on the victim Sri Devdas. Then, sir, as ordered by you, by your letter number, the collector has ordered the deputy collector, but the order will come in the form of a letter, and if an official letter is communicated, it must have the letter number, the number of the letter and the date. So accordingly, the deputy collector will mention, as ordered by you by your letter number 1157/2020 dated 24th July. Just mark, on 24th July, the collector asked the deputy collector to prepare a report relating to the outbreak of fire and wherein Sri Devdas was victimized, and immediately the report is prepared and it is tabled or it is submitted to the collector on the very next day, 25th. So it's because of the urgency of the matter. Sir, as ordered by you by your letter number 1157/2020 dated 24th July, I I investigated. This is the phrasal verb of investigation. Investigate. I investigated, I probed into the incident of the outbreak of fire, in the PS office, private secretary's office, as ordered by you by your letter number this and this and dated such and such. I probed into the incident of the outbreak of fire in the private secretary's office and furnish the report at your disposal. Or submit the report at your office, or furnish the report at your disposal. This is a bit better English. I furnish the report at your disposal, or I submit the report to you or at your office. This is the introductory paragraph, and this introductory paragraph reflects the background information. Why did the deputy collector make this investigation? Why does he write it? Because he is asked by the district magistrate or the collector, and the order was made by this letter number on dated this. So this is to be mentioned in the introductory paragraph. In the second paragraph, the deputy collector or the investigating authority will mention everything in detail. How the fire broke out, how the victim was victimized, and how the collectorate or the collector's office will provide him financial assistance to his family and everything. On 24th July, this is to be mentioned in the second paragraph. On 24th July at around 4:30 p.m. fire broke out in the office of the private secretary to the collector. In the office of the private secretary to the collector, due to the collector, the fire was caused by short circuit and the private secretary along with another employee came out of the chamber. However, the typist present in the room could not come out since the fire spread so very quickly the typist was badly burned. The typist was badly burned by the time he was rescued. With 40% burn injury, he was taken to hospital and later was shifted to SCB Medical College, where he is struggling for survival. So on 24th July at around 4:30 p.m., how the event that occurred is mentioned in detail in the second paragraph. On 24th July at around 4:30 p.m., fire broke out in the office of the private secretary to the collector. The fire was caused by short circuit and the private secretary along with another employee came out of the chamber. However, the typist present in the room could not come out since the fire spread so very quickly. The typist was badly burned by the time he was rescued. With 40% burn injury, he was taken to hospital and later was shifted to SCB Medical College, where he is struggling for survival or he is battling for life. This is all about the second paragraph. In the concluding paragraph, we will have the suggestion, we will have the recommendation, and basing on the recommendation, necessary help will be provided to the victim. Since the typist Sri Asutosh Rana is a poor man. Since the typist Sri Asutosh Rana is a poor man, he can hardly meet his medical expenses so necessary financial assistance may be provided for his treatment and to his family to manage during his hospitalization. Since the typist Sri Asutosh Rana is a poor man, he can hardly meet his medical expenses, so necessary financial assistance may be provided for his treatment and to his family to manage during his hospitalization. So, this is how the deputy collector, the investigating officer, will conclude, giving a suggestion, giving a recommendation to provide him with financial help. This is signature, deputy collector. Anita Das, deputy collector. She will have her signature at the end, and in this way the official reporting is made. So usually in the offices we are supposed to write reports on different events in different occasions, and taking all these into consideration, the report is to be written, the report is to be prepared, it's to be furnished. I hope our students will have their preparation. I hope you will all come out with different propositions, with different events, and will prepare your report to be submitted officially to the boss or to the authority. I hope in this way, in our 4 classes, we have dealt with different categories or different types of report writing, and report writing is very much important, is quite important as it is very much required for the examination as well as for the practical purposes when we are engaged in different offices, when we are supposed to write reports in different occasions. So it has got so many practical components, and I hope with practice and with necessary simulations, with necessary practice, our students can master over the skill of report writing. Thank you.